welcome to my channel. I'm actually sitting here right now editing this video and I realized I never did an intro for it, and without an intro it would probably be pretty confusing. So I want to let you guys know this is a happy birthday video for my daughter Layel, who turned 12 years old. Make sure you tell her happy birthday in the comments below. But I made a hot air balloon for her out of balloons, and a lot of you on Instagram and Facebook who follow me there wanted me to show you quickly kind of how I put it together. So there is a quick little tutorial in the beginning of this video, and then at the end of this video is all the fun birthday happenings. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that that's what this is about, and I hope you enjoy and I hope you learn a little something. My mom and I shot this very late, and if you can't tell from watching it, we were very, very tired, and we didn't go to bed until I think it was like 2 a.m. So we were a little delirious. It's not the best, but you get what you get when it's that late, okay? So that's all. I'll leave you to it. Hey everyone. So it is late, and my mom and I are working on the balloon. Had to wait until the kids went to bed so that they wouldn't know what we were up to. So I'm gonna walk you guys through a little bit of what we got going on, and we have no plan. We are just gonna figure it out as we go and hope that it turns out correctly and isn't a complete disaster. So you might not even ever see this video. You never know. Never do this. You are going to want one of these bad boys. I got this from Party City. I think you can get it at a lot of different places now, and I'll even try and link it in the description somewhere below. But you can even get ones that are dual, so you can do 2 balloons at once. But honestly, this did all these balloons for me. Mom, how long do you think it took me to do all these balloons?
I don't know, I've kind of lost track of time. Maybe a half an hour, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that long.
No.
For like a lot of balloons. So honestly, it's probably one of the best purchases I've made. I've used it so many times, especially if you're gonna try and do any kind of, like, if you're gonna do a tower, if you're gonna do an arch, if you're gonna do anything, you are gonna want one of those. It will save you so much time.
And headache.
Headache. So we've got this box. I'll show you. Okay, so we just got, this is a large size box, and then we just ended up using crepe paper, these streamers, crepe paper, whatever you want to call it, which wasn't our original plan, but I actually really like how it turned out. And that's just 1 layer. We thought about doing 2 layers, but I think we're just gonna leave it 1. You can see the lettering through it a little bit, but it's not a big deal. Right now, we are working on, what do you call those?
The bait? Yeah. Not the base.
We're working on whatever they're called. Basically like the holders to the top, from your base up to the top of the balloon. A lot of people, my mom and I were talking about how nobody that we watched did this the same, and I'm not doing it the same as any of them either. So just another different option. But mine is probably very affordable, our version, because this is just for,
Yes.
it's not, we're not having a big party or anything, it's just for her. So it's not like I need to go spend a lot of money. I already had all these balloons from past events I've done. You know, all I did was buy this box and buy the things that my mom is working on right now, which I'll show you guys.
Tell them what these are, maybe, Dan.
Yeah, I will. Well, here, I'll show you. Show them the... So, I got 2 packs of these bamboo skewers, the 32-inch. And like I was saying, some people who I watched did this, they actually bought broomsticks. And so I was like, I'm not about to go buy 4 broomsticks to make this. And then some people used, my mom said that she saw like metal dowels, you think? Some kind of like metal poles or metal things that people used. I was just trying to go for like the cheapest, easiest way to do this. We kind of made it time consuming, so you don't have to do it the way we're doing it. I'm sure there's actually probably much better way to, like, you guys will see. Let me show you. So yeah, our original plan was we were just gonna duct tape this all the way down. So here you guys can see we we did 3, and then we taped 3 more to make it the length that we wanted, which should probably tell them what the length is, but I don't know.
It's about
3 feet.
5 feet, honey.
Oh, for
Taller
reals?
than me.
Oh.
It's a little bit taller than 5 feet.
Okay.
So I'm not 5 foot, and it is taller than I am.
Okay.
So
we did that, but then the tape was not looking the nicest, and it was taking us a long time. So I thought this would be faster, but it's actually taking
about the same amount of time.
probably the same amount.
But it looks cool.
But it does look nicer. So what we're doing is wrapping, and we're not going all the way down, as you guys can see. We're just going to a little bit longer. Like the box comes to about here, and so we're just going a little bit further down than where the box is gonna be. But just wrapping it, and those are gonna go.
And tell them what we wrapped it in.
Yeah, I will. Those are gonna go in each corner to hold up the base. And my ceiling, hopefully we shouldn't have made it shorter. We'll see. So as you can see, we just went a little bit longer to there on all of them. And so to wrap those, we're just using, as you can see, she's just kind of twisting it and pushing it. I'm just using this twine. I think I threw away the packaging
So
for it.
you wrap it like this, wrap it around, and then just kind of push it up.
Push it up, and then we're just using the hot glue every once in a while, just spotting.
You don't need it a lot.
Yeah, we're definitely not hot gluing the whole thing. Oh, here, I think this is the wrapper for the twine. The cool thing about doing balloon things like this, if you guys don't know, is I was telling my mom, is, you know, when you get helium balloons, you don't know if they're even gonna make it through the night. Sometimes you'll wake up and like half of them will be down. But anytime you do anything with air, it lasts for days. Like I usually have to go and pop them all to take it down because it'll just be up for like a week later. It'll still be there. So that is a good thing. Like you can do this in advance as long as you have a good place to put it. We are waiting till the last minute because that's my method. And so
Well, and it's really, we think it's going to be kind of cool because
there we go.
She has a friend coming over Saturday night, and we think it's still going to be up.
Which her birthday tomorrow is Tuesday, so it should definitely still be up and good by the time her friend comes over. But we're gonna record her reaction and show you guys. So there is certain balloons that I like to use better than others, but usually the ones at Party City are pretty good. The ones at Walmart that I've bought in the past, I was telling her I don't like them because they've popped on me really easily. Like you have to be careful how full you make them. And the balloons that I didn't tell you guys this, but so the balloons I did, these ones are all like, some people have like little circular things like the professionals, and they measure all their balloon sizes. I did not do that, and honestly for this I don't care. If I'm gonna do like an arch or certain things, I really want my balloons to be basically the same size. But I honestly still just eyeball that.
Yeah.
I don't measure all my balloons. Most of my balloons are like around this color, and I made them all about the same size, but like I said, I didn't measure, so they're not. And then we made a whole bunch of the colorful ones, and they're smaller. So as you can see, these are a lot smaller than those. Experimenting. What we did is, when you get to this point where you have all your balloons, you take 2, and we're not doing it with the little ones. We'll explain those when we get to them. But as far as our main base, they're all generally the same size. You're just gonna take them and you're gonna tie them together in 2s. We're gonna experiment and see if this works, but I took two. Let me show you guys what I did. You're gonna take 2 sets and you just kind of twist them together. And we're thinking that if we start off with a base like this, we're gonna be able to basically work off of it until the size we want. And what I'm using right now is, this is what I'm working on, is I'm using fishing line. And so I just wrapped it around the balloons here, and I'm gonna tie a knot. And then the rest of our balloons, we're gonna be using this fishing line and tying the 2s or 4s around this and basically pushing it in tighter and tighter and working your way around. So you're gonna be wrapping this around and around and around as you go. So that's where we're at right now. We're just tying these and then we're gonna work off it and see how it goes. Hey you guys, this is what we got going on so far. So we're really manipulating it as we go. So we're using this fishing line, which you could probably use
700 4-pound test.
You could probably even use a heavier one if you wanted to.
It might be easier to manipulate.
Yeah, that's just what I had, so we're using it. But we're basically like manipulating the shape as we go, and we're not too concerned with it right now.
Right.
We're gonna be using some of those smaller ones you guys will see to kind of like fill in where we feel like it needs to go. Yeah. And so what you're doing is you just kind of you wrap
so
this.
I got one line here that we're holding on to.
Yeah.
Our base line.
Because you start it, you tie a knot. So this is the one side you want it long enough to hold on to. And then this is the side that you're working with. And so you're basically going to put it on here. And I'm putting it kind of strategically to the side. I don't want it
closer to where the other balloons are.
Well, I'm just saying where I'm...
Yeah.
I don't want it on my knot.
Okay.
Okay, so you're just laying your balloons on here, and then you're just going to twist your balloons. See, what you do is you kind of just push. You're holding your string, if you guys can see that, and you're just gonna kind of push it. That's why I said it's very strategic as to where we're making this go. And you're gonna push it in. And then you can use your string
to pull it down
and to wrap it down if I want to start bringing it in this way, or if I wanted to start making it go this way. So obviously we need to start filling in here.
Down there.
So this is where we're going to start working.
Yep.
Okay, you guys, don't judge me. This was just like some plastic from my dry cleaners, honestly, but you could just use plastic wrap. And then I used little rubber bands and I just tied up here, and we're basically gonna try and see if we can use this as like a little hammock to hold our balloons. That should, hopefully we should be able to hide it, and we'll like, you know, cut it or move it if any of it's showing. But I just want to show you guys what we did. This was after some trial and error of some other things. So we're gonna check this out, and if it works, then it'll be in the video. So I kind of wish I had more balloon colors variety, because I didn't buy any more. I just used what I had. So like there's like pinks and stuff, but they're on the other side. So I wish I had more like pinks and purples, so I could do more like variety and bring those colors around here. But mostly I had yellows, and that's all the rest of the yellows I even have. So that's about as good as it's gonna be. But again, it's just for my daughter. It's not like, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. But if you're doing this, just make sure you have like the balloons you want and the variety. If you want it to look like a certain way. I didn't really care, is what I'm saying. So we're about to do this just to cover up so you can't see the box. But our system worked. It wasn't necessarily the easiest. At times we had to get creative, and I did end up using duct tape to kind of fill in a few that I wanted to fill in. But you could definitely use a low temp hot glue gun. I saw a lot of people do that, and I kind of was like scoffed at it, like no way. But as I was doing this, I was like, okay, like that would be so much easier. So I just resorted to duct tape because I don't have one. But I would definitely recommend getting one for this particular balloon thing, because there's no matter what, you're gonna have empty spaces that you're just gonna have to strategically place balloons. So just get one of those. Or use duct tape like me, because you're a pro.
Yes.
Birthday girl, there she is.
Happy birthday to you. Climb in, May. Climb in.
You know why I thought about doing a hot air balloon? Yeah. What's the movie you keep telling me you like so much? Yeah. You can come out if you want, or you can stay in there, or whatever.
Staying in. That's cool when you're up like that too.
Yeah. Okay, Leo, so how's your party so far?
Good.
Good? Did you like the presents?
Yes.
What was your favorite thing so far?
The makeup.
The makeup. And where are we about to go?
We're about to go to Quesita Taqueria, which is my favorite Mexican place.
We're gonna get you some of your favorite Mexican food. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Good job being 12.
It's gonna be hot.
Is that where it's at, Leo? Dreams come true. Leo, what kind of popsicle did you get?
I
thought you were taking a picture.
No.
Jasmine.
Is it good?
It's really good. I have Elvis and it's peanut butter banana. Good.
Happy birthday to you. Wait. Dad's not even in here. She was gonna do it. Should we sing that birthday song to her one more time?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Leo.
Happy birthday. Lots of macaroons for you.
And what's the best part of that cake?
Macaroon.
The macaroons. Yay! Now you're officially 12 because you blew out the candles.
Yeah.
Oh,